Welcome to Guidance for Better Life. Today we have a story that may seem simple on the surface. It's about a mother receiving a sheepskin rug so her daughter could play on it, her very young daughter. And we'll let you decide, was it a prayer answered or was it mere coincidence? I hope you stay tuned to find out. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, author and friend. This is Carmen Snodgrass. You've been here before, so you're an old hat at this. One of the stories we'd like to talk about today is is it care of the Lord? Is that it?
In the care of the Lord.
In the care of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hint to the answer. And it's in Book 4 of Testimonies of God's Love. I don't know what chapter. I don't suppose it matters. It's in here somewhere. It's a beautiful story. So why did you want a sheepskin rug? The real sheepskin, right?
Right.
And they're nice and soft. Why did you want one of those for your daughter? And she was quite young, right?
Yes, she was a baby at this point. Maybe
So it
around
sounds really
1.
soft to lie on.
Yeah.
Why did you want specifically a sheepskin rug? Why not a wool blanket or a comforter? Why a sheepskin rug?
Well, for her, it was all about the hair, the soft hair. She would always try to go for the cat's fur, her cat Leela. She always, when I was holding her, would have one hand in my hair. There's a lot of pictures of like this little hand. And then once she got hair, her always had one hand in her hair too. She's just like something about.
So the sheepskin rug had the tactile feeling of the fur.
Yeah.
But I suppose that saves a cat and you and everybody else. Okay.
Right.
So you wanted one, and it also really, I guess, did you see pictures of little babies online?
Yeah, I first wanted an animal pelt, and then I was like, oh, these sheepskin rugs, they're so soft, and the online they would show babies rolling and cuddling in this, and then you look at the price tag, it's like $100. I'm like, she doesn't need that. This is silly. Click. You know?
It was a wish, but it was too much. It just wasn't practical, I guess.
No, yeah. Yeah.
And the cat can grow new hair or something, I suppose. Okay, so you saw it online, these beautiful babies laying on the nice sheepskin rug, but it just didn't seem like something you wanted to spend money on at that time.
Right.
And then, I guess, did you just kind of let the idea go and moved on?
Well, I mean, yeah, I kept getting drawn back to it. I kept looking at them.
So more than once. It's something over a period of time.
And then
you kept kind of wishing you had one.
Yeah.
And then you go about your day.
Right.
And a few weeks later, you see little babies on the carpet.
Yeah.
And the sheepskin. Okay.
Yeah,
so it was a kind of continuing theme for you. Not a one-time thing.
No, it wasn't.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would abandon the idea because I was like, she doesn't need that, you know?
All right. So you basically gave up on actually making it a reality.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And then.
But you got one. So tell us that story. You abandoned it, but maybe the Lord didn't.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a coincidence. Hey, we'll see. It's a mystery. This is one of our first mysteries. So there's more to this story.
Yes. So we're taking a family walk down to our neighbor's house. We have a really, really nice neighbor, really blessed. And he was having a yard sale, which he frequently does. But we went down to talk to him. I wasn't really looking at anything to buy, and on the way out, though, my eye caught this sheepskin rug, and I turned it over, and it was one of the exact brands that I was looking at online.
So if you were going to buy one, that was the brand, that was the one you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Just a coincidence, right?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
No, I was like, I asked him if I could buy it, and he's like, no, take it, it's yours. And
no charge at all?
No.
Not $100?
No.
Not $50?
No.
Not $25?
No, it was a gift.
A gift.
And I knew that was a gift from God.
You really felt it. In your heart you felt, did you know it right away or is this something later? You knew?
I knew.
Okay.
That what it spoke to me was that, like, if God would provide even this rug for my daughter, surely he was going to take care of all the circumstances of her life. Like,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Did that bring you comfort?
Absolutely. It was amazing.
Well, that's a whole nother twist to this story. You were a young mom. I know you, you're a friend. I know you and your husband, Mark. And I think, if I remember right, Mark talked about wishing he had a manual how to raise a daughter. Like, where did Dad and Mom get these manuals? Nobody gets them. You just do it.
Right.
I wonder if you were a little on the stress side early,
Yes.
trying to be a good mom, like I know you are.
Yeah.
So it's not just the gift you feel from the Lord of a sheepskin rug. Now, you didn't pray for this, but we've talked about this before. When somebody, like in your case, you had a strong desire to get her daughter, Carmen's daughter, a sheepskin rug, and it was over a period of time, even though you did not make a formal prayer, often God will take that as a prayer because he loves us. He cares about us. And if it's something that's good and right, then he'll take it as a prayer. And that's how you took it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I've quite understood this extra part of the story. You got the sheepskin rug, and that was an answer to a prayer you hadn't vocalized, but it was in your heart. But maybe the real answer is what you just shared.
Right.
Do you think God knew you were a nervous young mom trying to do the best you could
Absolutely.
with no manual?
Right. I had a lot of anxiety, even though I
remember you and Mark were pretty stressed early on.
Yeah.
So, understandably. So I'm wondering if that is the real gift, not the sheepskin rug. All that's perfect. It's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the knowing that if God will do that, and it wasn't that important. The
Right.
cat can grow more hair or whatever, and you got plenty of hair. So it was a nice thing, but it wasn't a necessity. But if he would do that for your daughter, that all the big things he would take care of. Is that what you're telling us?
Yes.
Wow.
It's huge.
So I think a lot of folks, some of you might think the first part of the story, getting the sheepskin rug, was just a mere coincidence. Happened to go on a walk down the street. The neighbor is having a garage sale. And if you feel that way, I can understand that. It looks like a coincidence, just a mere coincidence. But if you ever have something similar where it looks like a coincidence, but in your heart, like Carmen, you feel, no, it's more than a mere coincidence. This is a gift from Spirit. Maybe this story will help you trust your heart. Trust what you feel, even if you feel silly or other people think it's a coincidence. God works like this all the time, blessing us. And it's so sad people don't recognize the blessings. Because recognizing God's blessing is a blessing in and of itself. When you recognize that God blessed you or answered a prayer, the recognition is a blessing in and of itself. And it also helps you have more confidence and love and trust in the Lord and God, because you realize he really does love you and he's taking care of you. So it definitely helps you draw nigher to God. So there's a lot to this. And Carmen recognized the blessing of the sheepskin rug for her daughter, and maybe the cat did. I don't know. I didn't ask her about the cat. But the extra bonus to this, and maybe the real prayer answered, is Mark and Carmen knew they could make it, and God would help them raise their daughter, and the big things would work out. And maybe that's the real prayer, the real answer to a prayer. So I hope the show blesses you today, and thank you for watching.